Hello viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this is basically the continuation of the previous problem, right? And this we are going to solve by auxiliary inclined plane method. Okay, so to calculate to draw this particular auxiliary inclined plane method by this particular method, the extra things will be given in the problem statement. Okay, and if such kind of things will be written in every problem, for example, projection of pentagon, hexagon, right? Or square, rectangular plane, etc. Okay, so you need to follow these steps which I am going to tell you right now. Okay, so what extra thing is given? The top view of the diameter through the point A. So this is basically top view, right? Through the diameter to the point A. So this is my point A, right? So this is my major axis, vertical axis is my major axis of the ellipse. This is my minor axis, right? Point A is making an angle of 45 degrees to VP. 45 degrees to VP, inclination with VP, always seen in the HP, right? So what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to draw basically one another reference plane x1 y1. Okay, another reference plane x1 y1. So I'm going to enhance this projector line. Okay, so this is basically my another projector line I'm drawing for your reference. Okay, so go on selecting ortho so that it will be perpendicular. Okay, so this is my another projector line. Okay, so from this particular point I am going to draw with the cyan color. Okay, so with this particular projection line, right, it is inclined, my another reference plane will be inclined 45 degree. Okay, so what I'm going to do is basically, okay, so you can zoom it, okay, for your reference, okay, to draw this. Okay, so I'm drawing this. Okay, so I'm drawing another basically my xy reference lines. Okay, so I'm going to select an ortho, right, and this will be basically, you can select this should be inclined how much, 45 degrees to this particular reference plane. Okay, so I'm going to select 45. Okay, so where it is, press escape. Okay, so control J. Okay, so this should be 45 degree. Okay, so what you can do, specify next point is basically should be 45 degree. Okay, so I'm going to select 45. Okay, so this is basically my another reference plane. Okay, so you can select, press Ctrl Z. Okay, press Ctrl Z, press Ctrl Z, right? So what you can do, you can draw another reference plane. So this is basically a little bit complicated, but okay, so I'm selecting my first point here. Okay, and I'm clicking on ortho, right, and this should be inclined 45 degrees, okay, to HP. So this is my inclination. Okay, this is going like this, so you can check my dimensions here. Okay, so this should be 45. Okay, so now you can check, this is basically 45. Okay, then press escape. So this is my another reference plane x1 y1. So immediately what you can do, you can give the name the text. Okay, select any point on the screen. Okay, press escape. Okay, write down the text command, the text. Okay, select any point on the screen. Okay, specify 0.2 height and rotation angle is 0. So this is basically my x1, or you can write down little bit aside. Okay, x1, capital X1, and this is my basically y1. Okay, so this is my new reference plane. Okay, and which is inclined 45 degrees. Okay, so go to dimension, select angular. Okay, select this particular point, this particular point, and you can check this is basically inclined 45 degrees to HP. Okay, so this is basically auxiliary inclined plane method. Now what I need to do, I need to draw projectors, perpendicular projectors from all these points. Okay, okay, so press escape. Okay, select line, then draw perpendicular to this particulars. Okay, so what you can do, from this particular point you can draw one perpendicular projectors which is basically 90 degrees to this. So select ortho. So if it is not getting ortho, what you can do basically, you can select here lines. So you can select, this is my perpendicular line, right? So projector line. So immediately what you can do, you can draw from this particular point. Okay, you can select any length. Okay, and but the inclinations will be 45, then only it will be perpendicular to this particular xy reference plane. Okay, now again, if you want to check the dimensions, you can check from this particular types of angular. You can select this particular line, okay, and this particular line. Okay, so this is basically 90 degree. Okay, so draw similar projectors from all the points. Okay, from point E, right, any length of any length, because this is the projector line, tap 45 degree. Okay, 5-point AutoCAD unit, then tap 45, then draw, press escape, draw Ctrl Z. Okay, then from this particular point, this, right, you can draw off any length, but the angle will be 45 degree. Okay, so then tap 45, press escape. Similarly, from all the points you need to repeat this particular step to your students. Okay, and this will be passed from all these points. Okay, so if you can check, this is passing from this. Okay, so this is basically 6, press tab, this will be 45. Okay, again select from this particular point, from all the points you need to draw the projectors. Okay, then only it will be basically looks your problem statement will be correct. Okay, 5, press tab, and this will be basically escape. Okay, so again draw. So this particular you needs practice on this. So I am selecting this, pressing tab, so the angle is 45, press enter. Okay, then press escape. Again from this particular point L1, I am drawing another projectors. Okay, selecting any point here. Okay, pressing tab, rotation angle is 45 degree. Okay, then press escape. Now from this particular point J1, okay, I am drawing another projectors. Okay, of any dimensions, press tab, okay, 45 degree. Press enter. So this is my another projectors. From this particular point K1, right, I am drawing another projectors here perpendicular to XY. Press tab, right, then 45. Okay, so this is my another projectors. From point V1 I'm going to draw another projectors here, okay, which is basically inclined 45 degrees. Okay, so if you tap this 45 degree it will automatically come. Okay, press escape. Now from basically a point A you can draw another projectors. Okay, press tab, okay, then select 45. Okay, because I don't want to select any dimensions, no, so I am pressing tab and then it is going for the angle selections. Okay, press escape. Now from this particular point B, right, because from B we are not done, so draw another projectors. Okay, so press tab and the rotation angle is basically 45 degrees. So this is basically my projectors. So now you can check I have drawn from all the points the projection lines. Okay, if I am not wrong. Okay, so what I am going to do is basically I am going to convert this particular projection lines into cyan color. Okay, so this is basically click on snap. Okay, convert it into cyan. Now this is particular line, so I am going to delete it. Okay, so from on this particular kind of projectors now I need to mark basically this particular point of true length. Okay, this particular points of true length. Okay, so what I am going to do first, okay, press Z, enter, A, enter. Okay, now I'm going to measure the dimensions here because the dimensions are very important from here. Okay, so from this particular point I'm going to select this length. Okay, again from this particular point, okay, select align. Okay, so from this particular point this particular length is how much, is basically 0.5303. okay, similarly select align from this particular point, another dimensions will be, okay, this one. Go to dimensions again from this particular point, because these dimensions you have to mark on this particular line. This is 1 point something 59010, right, and this particular height we have to measure dimensions. Okay, so from this particular point and this particular point, okay, it is coming something like this. So press Z, enter, A, enter. Okay, so I hope all the dimensions here I can check these dimensions are a little bit incorrect, so delete it. Okay, these dimensions are a little bit incorrect. Okay, so again I am going to check the dimensions here, align. So this I have marked, this 2 I have marked, this 2 I have marked. So from this particular point, okay, and from this particular point, okay, so this is 1.1956. again go to dimensions, select a line from this particular point, and the line should be straight, dear students. Okay, then only it will be correct. Okay, so now I am going to select all the lines into cyan color, press escape. Okay, so now these dimensions I am going to mark on my basically new projectors line. Okay, so what I am going to do is basically a point lies on the projector, means on the XY reference line. Okay, so this is my XY reference line. Okay, so I am going to select or point on this particular A. So where is my A? So this is my A, this is my A, right? So here it will be my point A. Okay, so this is my first point. Okay, similarly here I need to go. Okay, so press, every time you need to press Z, enter, A, enter, because you need to see the dimensions. Okay, so from the XY reference frame my B and L dash will be how much, 0.1421. you can check, this is my this distance. Okay, B dash, L dash from this particular point is how much, 0.1421. So similarly what I'm going to do is, okay, where is my B? This is my B. So from this particular point, right, I'm going to draw one straight line, okay, of height how much? 45 degree and 0.1421, right, 0.1421, and press tab, then 45 degree. Okay, so this is my another point, so you can check, press escape, so you can delete this. Okay, so you can check, this is my another point here. Okay, press escape. Similarly from B dash L dash, that was basically, okay, press escape, Z enter, A enter, okay, which is in L dash, right? So from L projectors basically I need to draw this. Okay, so zoom it again and again. Okay, so to locate it, so where is my L? So this is my L. Okay, so from this particular point, okay, where is my reference line of L? This is my reference line, so I'm going to select, okay, 0.1421, right? So this is my L, so L projector line. So from this particular point I'm going to draw 0.1421, right, and AutoCAD unit, and the angle is 45 degrees, then only it will be overlapping. Okay, so now you can check, it is basically another point, so I'm going to basically give the name of this particular point. Okay, so this is basically my another projector. Similarly I need to repeat the same steps. Okay, so I have marked A, right, this is my B, this is my L, right. Now I am going to select another dimensions, how much? C dash K dash, from the reference line how much it is? 0.5303. okay, so I am going to select another point. Okay, I'm going to select another point here from this reference line. Okay, so select line, right, then you can convert that line into projector lines. Okay, so this is for the measurement. Okay, select line. Okay, so from C dash L dash, yes it is C dash L dash 0.5303. okay, so from C dash line, okay, so I have not drawn, okay, perpendicular projector, so I'm going to draw it. Okay, so see, you can check this again and again. Okay, select line from this particular point, right, any length. Okay, then press tab, rotation angle is 45. So this is my projector of point C dash. Okay, convert it into cyan color, press escape. Okay, so on this particular point projection line I need to select my C dash L dash 53.5303. so from this particular line 0.5303, and rotation angle is basically 45 degrees. Okay, so this is basically my, you can check, this is basically my another point. Okay, so this is basically my another point. Okay, so this is my one point, right, A dash, this particular points I have selected. Now C dash, right, and then this is how much? Okay, so press escape, with Z enter, A enter, because, and that's why this problem statement is very complicated. K dash is how much? 0.5303. so I am going to select the projector line. This is K dash line. Okay, this is K dash line, so I am going to select line from this particular point, basically distance, right, not line, 0.5303, press tab, rotation angle is 45 degrees. So now you can get another point. Okay, so this is my another point. Okay, press escape. Okay, so now I have drawn that. Okay, so what you can do for your understanding, you can give the naming. Okay, the text, select any point on the screen, 0.1 rotation angle, sorry, height. So this is basically my now A1 dash. Okay, this is my A1 dash. This particular point is my B1 dash. Okay, so B1 dash. Okay, this particular point, and this is my C1 dash. Okay, C1, or you can write down little bit aside, C1 dash. Okay, this particular point is my which one? L1, right? So again L1 is there, wherever, right? So this is my basically L1 dash. Okay, this particular point is my which one, K1 dash, sorry, here it is. So see K1 and I have mark here. Okay, so you need to check, dear students. Okay, so press escape. Okay, select this particular point, delete it. Okay, select this particular line, delete it. Okay, because I have not marked on the K1 projection line. Okay, I have marked on the sum one. So this is my K1 projection line. So this is 0.5303. Press tab, 45-degree rotation angle. Okay, now press escape. So now this is my basically where it is. Yes, this is my K1 dash. Okay, now I can give the naming. And it takes a rotation angle is 0. Okay, specify point is basically I have specified. Okay, press escape. Okay, select this particular line. Okay, repeat the same step. The text, select any point on the screen. Okay, point 1, rotation angle is 0. So this is basically my K1 dash. K1 dash. Okay, now I'm going to select another point. Okay, C1 dash, K1 dash is okay. So please Z, enter, A, enter. Okay, so now I'm going to select how much. D dash, J dash is how much now? 1.06. D dash, J dash from the XY reference line is 1.0607. Okay, so I'm going to draw on the projector lines of D dash, J dash. Okay, so Z, enter, A, enter. Okay, 1.0607. Okay, so where is D dash? Okay, this is D dash. Okay, so from this particular line, basically D dash. Oh, again I did mistake. Can you observe that? Can you observe that? Right? So I have marked B dash here. Press escape. Okay, select this point. Make sure that you are marking on the same point, right? So select this particular line. This is my B dash projectors. Okay, and how much length will be point? Sorry, how much it is? 0.1421. 0.1421. So 0.1421. Right, press tab, rotation angle is 45 degree. Press escape. So now this is basically my you can see the complexity of the problem, right? This is my basically B1 dash. D text, select any point, sorry, press escape. Okay, D text, start any point on the screen, specify height 0.1, rotation angle is 0. Okay, and from this is basically my B1 dash. Okay, so you can write down little bit aside. Okay, so that it will be clear. B1 dash, this particular, now it is not visible, you can write down here B1 and dash. Okay, now press here. Okay, now from the D line, basically it is how much? 1.0607. D dash and which line? D dash here, J dash. Okay, so D dash and J dash 1.0607. so this is the reference line of D dash. So 1.0607. Step, select 45 degree rotation angle. Okay, press escape. Okay, so is that correct? Okay, press Z, enter, A, enter. 1.0607. okay, that is correct. Okay, so this is my another point. Okay, and press escape. Okay, and J dash. Okay, so where is the J dash projections? Okay, Z, enter, A, enter. J dash projection is this one. Okay, so select line. This is J dash projections. Am I correct? Yes. So from here 1.0607, press tab, 45. Okay, so then press escape. So this is basically my another point. Okay, yeah. So immediately what I am going to do, I am going to give the naming. Okay, press escape, the text so that I cannot get confused. Any point on the screen, this one, point 1 and rotation angle is 0. So this is basically my J1 dash, right? So this is my basically K1 dash, K1 dash, right? And now this is basically D1 dash. Okay, this is basically D1 dash. Okay, so I have marked all the points now. Okay, now I need to mark another dimensions. Okay, press Z, enter, A, enter. Okay, now D dash, J dash is okay. E dash and I dash, E dash and I dash. Okay, E dash and I dash I need to mark, and how much distance it is. Okay, so I have not measured. Okay, no problem, I'm going to measure it. Okay, align from this particular point and from this particular point. It is how much? 1.5910. So check it whether you have properly selected or not. 1.5910 cm. Okay, press escape. 1.5910. So that is from E dash and I dash. Okay, so what I'm going to do is basically press Z, enter, A, enter. Okay, so I dash and E dash, so from this is the projector line, so 1.5910, 1.59. So I'm going to select line from E dash projector. This is basically 1.5910. Press rotation angle is 45. Press escape. Okay, then mark another point, one point here. Okay, this is my point. Okay, so you can zoom it. Press escape, control J. Okay, you can select the point here. This is the point. Okay, it will be mapping, right? So this is map. Okay, control J. I'm not going to see. This is basically press escape, control J. This is my point, no? Correct. Yes. Press escape. Okay, and from basically I dash. So where is the I projector lines? Okay. So this is basically I projector line. Okay, this is I last one. Okay, so I'm going to select line. Okay, this is basically this point, and then 1.59. How much? I also forget. 1.5910. 5910. Press tab. Select 45 degree rotation angle. So press escape. Now you can see this is my. So immediately what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to give the naming, the text, select any point on the screen, point to 1 rotation and 0 rotation angle. This is basically my I1 dash, I1 dash. Okay, and here it is my basically E1 dash, E1 dash. So, okay, so A, B, C, D, E, F, D. Okay, press escape. Now again I'm going to check here. Okay, so now I need to mark F dash and S dash, which is 1.9656 from the reference line. Okay, so 1.9656 F dash S dash. So I'm going to select the projector lines of S dash and this one. Okay, where is the F dash? So this is the projector line of 1.9656. Okay, so I'm going to select line. This is the F dash projector line. Okay, so this particular point 1.9656. okay, press tab, 45 degree rotation angle. So this is my point F1 dash. Okay, so this is mark. Okay, and from F dash and which line is there? F dash and H dash. Okay, so where is H? Okay, here it is H. Okay, you can select. Okay, so zoom it. Okay, so where you want to do this? So this is my H line. Okay, so zoom, right, so that you can able to mark. So this is my H projector line. So I'm going to select line This is basically my H. Okay, so zoom it whether I have selected. No, I have not selected proper line. So this is basically my H line. So 1.5606 going to 1.9656, 1.9656, rotation angle is 45 degree. Okay, press escape. So this is basically my point H dash. So I'm going to give the naming. Okay, press escape, delete text, select any point on the screen, point 1 0. This is my F1 dash. This is my H1 dash. Okay, press escape. Now my basically G and basically which is remaining G dash. Okay, so G dash how much? 2.1213, 2.1213, and where is my basically G projector? This is my G projectors. Okay, yes, 2.1213. So this is my G projector, 2.1213. Press tab, select 45 degree rotation angle. Okay, press escape. Okay, and now you can mark this particular point and you can give the name. Okay, press escape, the text, rotation angle is basically select any point. Okay, point 1, rotation angle is 0. Okay, and you can select this is my G1 dash. Okay, and then you can click. So this is basically my front view. Okay, I am writing right now. Okay, so now we have marked all the points here, right? So now we are going to join these particular points by arc. Okay, so select this particular point, right, and this particular point, then again this particular point. Okay, again select arc because this is 3-point arc. Okay, so you have to select 3 points. So this is 1 point, the second point, right, and this is 3rd point. Okay, again go on selecting arc. Okay, so this is my first point, this is my second point, this is my 3rd point, right. Again select this particular point, this is 2nd point, this is my 3rd point, right. Go on selecting arc. Okay, this is my first point, this is my second point, and this is my basically 3rd point. Okay, again go on selecting arc. Okay, so this is my basically zoom it. Okay, so this is my first point, this is my second point, and this is my 3rd point. So now you can check. Okay, so this is, dear student, this is basically the front view, and this is called basically the auxiliary inclined plane method, right. So I am pressing here Z, enter, A, enter. So this is basically the solution for such kind of problem statement, and you can draw in every problem statement of projection of planes, right. So this is basically known as the auxiliary inclined plane method. So I hope you like this particular video, right. So this is somewhat complicated, you require much more time and much more practice on this. Okay, so please share it. Okay, and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.